Chargers forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our football podcast. This is part 2 of a 2-part series here.
Predictions for the upcoming 2021 through 2022 season.
Ah, yes. And we made some bold predictions, some bolder than others.
Yeah.
Chargers. How the year in terms of records is going to go.
I'm sorry, no, you're wrong. It's https://playoffpredictors.com/football/football ? L=LWHMPNK.
Are you done?
J8K. Yeah, I'll quit.
Thank you. Anyway, so we use this website. It pretty much sets up the whole NFL season.
The winners that you think are going to be the week, and we did this in a totally scientific manner.
Yes, absolutely no bias against the Texans.
What?
Because someone has no faith in them to win anything.
I don't think they can. What, with who? What roster? They have no receivers. They have
got
just
a receiver.
So many running backs. And
it's like your fantasy football team. Why do you not love it?
And their quarterback is Tyrod Taylor.
This is true. I mean...
Who, I'm not saying that this is true or not, but it's awfully suspicious how he got removed from the starting job of the Chargers last season. I'm just saying.
I mean, it was highly convenient that his lung just happened to get punctured.
I mean, I'm not saying that anybody did anything nefarious, but...
They probably did.
I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, so we went through all of the weeks and all the matchups and picked our favorite, or you mean the teams that we think will win. Not necessarily our favorites. Yes. But, yeah, so we're just going to kind of go through and review how we think the teams are going to do this season.
Yes. Do you want to start from the bottom and kind of work our way up?
Yeah, sure. What's the bottom for you?
Well, let's look at the bottom of the NFC to start.
The bottom of the NFC. Okay.
All right, so who is your lowest record in the NFC?
Lowest record. Let me check here. Scanning for certain things. Oh, here we go. No, that's the AFC.
Would you like me to start?
The worst record. Oh, okay. I got it. I mean, we can say it on 3 probably.
Wait, are ours the same? That's my question.
I don't know who else you would have being the worst record.
You're not gonna like my
answer. Is it a represented by a cat?
No.
Okay, well then never mind.
It's a bird.
Oh, okay. Well, I have the Lions at 2-15.
Oh, I've got the Eagles at 3-14.
I have no faith in Jared Goff.
I have no faith in Jalen Hurts. So
I just don't know. I mean, I guess Penei Sewell could do something,
but he's a lineman. How is he going to score?
He's gonna make it so Jared Goff can score by just dumping it off to DeAndre Swift. That's the only plan, and I just don't think it's gonna work that well.
Yeah, I mean, Swift is going to have so many fantasy points, though.
Yeah,
because there's nothing else up there.
Yeah, he's a real James Robinson kind of situation right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Eagles make sense. I have them ranked, I believe, 15th, so second to last.
That's interesting. You want to know what my 15th was? The
Lions.
Lions.
All right, there we go.
So we had the same thought, just different order.
I think I had the Eagles beating the Lions at one point.
Oh, I had the Lions beating the Eagles.
There we go.
See, that is literally the only reason that they were better. Honestly, those two, kind of the bottom of the barrel of the NFC.
I don't have a lot of faith in how they're going to fare. It's just, I don't know what they're doing.
No one really does.
I don't.
Like, both those teams, it's just like, what? You're not drafting anything valuable. You're not picking up any free agents.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Like
Penei Sewell's good for Detroit, but outside of that, I didn't see one good draft pick for either team.
Yeah.
If you're excluding at least name value only.
So my argument for the Eagles being better is that at least they have receivers that are actually wide receivers.
That's true.
Whereas Detroit's top receivers will be a running back and a tight end.
That is also true, and potentially another running back.
And then it'll be the rookie Amon Ross
St.
Brown.
Which, by the way, Detroit, applaud for you. I just love the name.
Yeah, I'm really
I
excited.
don't care if he does anything. Just start him.
I'm
Get
really-
those jersey sales going.
I'm excited for him mostly just because I know that he'll get drafted in like the 5th round in our fantasy football draft
Yes.
because of a certain someone who knows who he is.
Yes. What's that? It's a Titan, buck, or lion? Drafting.
Oh, and it has a funny name? Yes.
You know who you are. Anyway.
So yeah, who do you have third to last then?
So third to last, a.k.a. 14th overall in the NFC. I have zero faith in the New York Giants.
Oh, okay. That's surprising. I have them ranked a little.
I feel like the only reason they're even going to get wins is one Kenny Galladay. So
Yeah. He will
he's
get
going,
the ball.
He's going to go on IR, not this season, but next season, because of all of his back problems from carrying the team this year.
Well, Saquon. Hey, let's not forget about Saquon Barkley.
Barkley's good, but I have a bad feeling he's going to get injured again.
I mean, I don't think so. He'll be fine.
What offensive line do they have?
I think they improved the offensive line slightly.
Do you
in the
think,
draft.
or do you know?
I think. I remember listening to a podcast that talked about that. It could happen.
They filled in some depth, but not really starters. That's the problem.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, Saquon Barkley can make it happen.
Whatever. Anyway,
I have him going 6-11. So
I've got him going 5-12. So
okay, man. Wow, our records are real different. For me, I have it in the 14th spot. The Vikings.
now, question: what is your 13? Was it the Giants?
No.
Okay.
But I have the Vikings winning a paltry 3 games.
3.
This could be wrong.
Okay, hold on.
It's not my
Thielen, Dalvin Cook,
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, even though he's mediocre.
Their defense is real bad.
Yeah, but they've still got an offense.
Their defense is real bad.
Yeah, I've seen worse. Did you see the
I'm
Peyton
not-
Manning years of the Colts?
It's gonna be a real situation like the Chargers like 2 years ago, where they're gonna have so many close games, but they're just gonna always swing away from the Vikings.
It's just one field goal away every time.
It's one. If Dalvin Cook could get in the touchdown one time, they would have won. But nope. It's just not gonna work out for them.
That is horribly depressing.
It's gonna be a heartbreaking season for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in the 13th spot, as you were hinting at, it's not the Giants for me.
Who
I've got
is?
the Carolina Panthers?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I like Sam Darnold, but they just have.
You've only been talking him up off the air the entirety of today.
I know. You're right. I like him for fantasy, but like they just have a tough division.
That's
The
true.
NFC in general is just better than the AFC,
That is true, because, I mean,
in my opinion.
outside of the bottom 2, maybe 3 teams in the NFC, they're all good.
They all have like excellent offenses.
Yeah. Like,
There's not really a bad like.
outside the
worst-
Lions and Eagles.
Yeah, the Lions and Eagles, and I guess you can make an argument for. And you were criticizing me.
Hey, I had them winning 6 games here.
Okay, you're right. I probably am too low on that. Maybe I have records that are too high. But
See, you can have them low. You just got to have them win games. That's the thing. Because my NFC is very freaking tight. Like, whew. For instance, my 12th is the last team until my 8th that has a different record.
Wow.
Because my 11, 10, and 9, or pretty much everyone else is 10 and 7.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I think the Vikings. It's just gonna be a heartbreaker of a season for them. They're gonna get so close all the time, and then just not.
I do feel like Thielen and Cook are still going to be very valuable in fantasy, though.
Oh, for sure. Like all these teams I'm talking about have extremely value. Like McCaffrey is gonna be amazing. The Giants.
Ah, yes.
I think Daniel Jones is gonna keep the job. Barely by them going 6-11.
Whew. That's going to be a rough season.
I mean, you know what? He can stumble his way to a win.
I mean, again, I've got him at 5
He
and
has
12, so it works.
Amazing wide receivers.
He just has no talent.
He earned the nickname Daniel Dimes for a reason. He's thrown some pretty good pretty good games.
I think if he gets a better offensive line,
I'm telling you, they improved the offensive line.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I will be looking it up while you talk about your 12th pick.
Well, my 12th pick is a team where it's really hard to gauge what they're doing, but for some reason they always seem to pull it together for at least 7 wins, which is what I have them at. And that is the Chicago Bears.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I have the Bears much higher than would you say 12?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about the Bears later.
See, my biggest issue with them is their quarterback situation, because I have a feeling they're not going to start Justin Fields to start the season.
Yeah, it'll be 2 games. Like, why the fuck did we do this? Let's just go with Justin Fields.
See, I think they're going to screw around with
Andy Dalton?
He's
Andy Dalton?
So Dalton's going to start the
He's
first
a backup!
Dalton's going to start the first 2, and then Foles will start the next 2
No.
or 3.
Foles will not start a single game this season. They're just going to be like, fuck it.
Bull.
Justin Fields. We traded up for this guy. We're putting him in.
No, he's going to sit there and he's going to train under Nick Foles, because though Foles can't do it, he knows what to do.
Allen Robinson will sit out until Fields takes the field.
That is probably going to happen, but they also have no good running backs. Think about it.
What?
Tarek Cohen is not all-star material.
I mean, no, but they have a perfectly decent running back. I mean, David Montgomery's fine. He's not amazing, but he's definitely better than... I'd say they're in, like, the top half of running back rooms.
Okay, I want to see you draft David Montgomery in the top 3 rounds of fantasy this year.
Well, no, not the top 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He'd go in the 4th or 5th.
No good running backs.
4th or 5th. They don't need good running backs because they have Allen Robinson.
Do they have another receiver?
Yeah, they got
What's his name?
Kevin White.
Is he still there?
No, he's not there anymore.
I was about to say.
I can't remember. I do remember his name. He was a rookie last year, so he just was Darnell Mooney.
Okay, you get that one. Can you name a third? A slot receiver, perhaps?
A slot receiver? Isn't Allen Robinson a slot receiver? No, he's not.
And you can't just say Tarek Cohen because he catches balls too.
I mean, Cole Kmet, their tight end. Like, nobody paid attention to him last year, but let me tell you, if you're looking for a late round tight end, Cole Kmet. He's right there at the end. No one's paying attention to him, but he could be pretty good. Think about how good Jimmy Graham was last year.
I mean, Graham was on and off, but he had his moments, I'll admit.
Yeah, so, like, somebody with a full, like, young, healthy body.
That isn't broken.
That isn't old and Jimmy Grandpa.
Okay, fine. I'll give you credit since you actually knew his name.
All right, but moving on. We'll talk about the Bears later.
Yeah,
Much
anyway.
later.
Lots of fire with the Bears.
So we're on number 11th, right? Number 11?
Yes, we're at 11.
All right, this one shouldn't surprise anybody. It's the Falcons. They're going to go 7-2. 10. 7-2. They just quit.
7-2.
They just quit. No,
Did they not finish the season, sir?
No, the Falcons 7-10 will be a little. He'll stumble out the gate because he's lost without his pacifier. That is Julio Jones. But then he'll realize Calvin Ridley is amazing, and he's got Kenny Pitts, Kyle Pitts now, and let's not forget about him because he flashed a little bit last year. Russell Gage.
Russell Gage is a very intriguing person.
Yeah, I think it's his year.
Because he's either going to really shine this year or he's really going to show his flaws. And I can't figure out which yet.
But the reason why they are ranked 11th is we want to talk about bad running backs.
I mean, they got Mike Davis.
Yeah.
He's serviceable.
And what about when Mike Davis is a little winded and can't be on the field?
Good question. Can Tevin Coleman come back?
Ito Smith, maybe?
Is he still there?
Maybe they can re-sign Devonta Freeman.
It's not like he's doing anything else.
He still plays for the Giants, right?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Probably not.
I don't care. So who's your number 11?
Well, first off, I'm going to start this with saying Falcons are a lot higher on mine.
Oh, no.
Second off, 11 for me is someone you've already mentioned. It's the Panthers.
Yes.
Like, they're in my 8 and 9 club here.
Okay.
They're not bad.
I think
but-
Darnold will finally have a chance to shine, and he's
I think he'll at least prove his worth having as a starting quarterback.
Plus, let's not forget that his receivers are DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, and then Christian McCaffrey is there still. So
didn't they bring in a tight end too?
I don't recall.
Because I thought they got someone that had the name Arnold.
Oh, did they bring in Dan Arnold?
Yeah.
The postman?
Yes.
From the Cardinals.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
Because Darnold to Arnold. I just want to see that happen.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be great. But I'm not excited about that. I don't care about Dan Arnold is not that great. I think he's a fine tight end. He's serviceable. I think he's decent at blocking, which is good for McCaffrey. But that's it.
I do feel like Darnold being with Carolina is really going to help McCaffrey big time, though.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's finally going to have a quarterback debatably in his prime.
Yeah. Somebody that defenses will have to pay attention to besides him.
Yeah, that way he can get some open ground. Could be a very valuable fantasy year for McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree. Maybe not so much for anyone else on the team. But you know what? I think Darnold will be good enough to distract defenses.
Oh, absolutely.
But all right, so moving on to our number 10, and this is going to be a little surprising for some people. I'm a little surprised too. I have the Green Bay Packers.
Interesting.
Now, I'm aware that they went 10-5 last season.
All right, so
or
first
11-4.
We have to start this off by thinking, Ethan, who do you have at quarterback for Green Bay?
Okay, so I'll be honest here. I don't think I factored Aaron Rodgers into any of this because I really don't think he's playing. And I don't think Jordan... I think that Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams can carry Jordan Love to 9-8.
I could see that, actually. You know what? That's a respectable number. And Jordan Love, we haven't really seen much of him, so we don't know what to expect.
Nothing from him.
I think he's thrown 2 passes, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I really don't know what to expect, but I also think Aaron Rodgers is going to play this year. I don't think he's going to play after this year, but I think he's going to play this year.
Yeah, that's fair. I just, I don't think it's the year for the Packers.
I mean...
And also, in my opinion, I don't know much about A.J. Dillon, to be honest. But they did lose their pass catcher.
Oh, Jamal Williams?
Yeah. I'm a little scared. I mean, Aaron Jones is still amazing.
Yeah, Jones is like a top 6 running back.
Oh, for sure. I might have him ranked just outside my top 6, but he's...
Okay, top 10, how's that?
Borderline. Oh, for sure top 10. Easily top 8, at least.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's good. And Devontae Adams, definitely another top 8, probably, wide receiver.
Oh, for sure. But maybe not if Jordan Love is throwing to him, though.
And that's going to decrease numbers, more than likely. Oh.
All right, so let's hit me with your number 10.
Well, my number 10 is a team that used to be playoff caliber. But
the Bucks?
And I'm surprised I haven't heard them on yours yet, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Because I know you really don't like who's more than likely going to start for them. And I don't like the other person who could potentially be starting for them. The New Orleans Saints.
Oh, the Saints. I do have them making the playoffs, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Behind Winston and Hill?
Yeah. You know what? Sean Payton is...
He finds a way, usually. I'm saying he just barely misses it here. Goes 8-9.
Okay.
But that's okay. You build off this season. You get some pieces in the off season.
For me, I think it's just that they can beat up on their division a lot. They're good at winning home games.
That's true.
And so they sneak some past the Bucks and then they just beat up the Falcons and the Panthers.
Well, they curb stomped the Panthers,
but yeah. So my number 10 or number 9 or was that one?
No, it was number 10.
No, we did. My number 10 was the Packers.
Oh well, then we're at 9.
Yeah, number 9. I don't like it, but it's the Cowboys.
Interesting. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they're also my number 9.
Oh, perfect. I mean, so I have them going 10-7.
Oh, I have 8 and 9.
Okay.
Part of my 8 and 9 clan.
Yeah. So Prescott's going to be back and healthy. and he's got. I don't think you can ask for a better wide receiver core.
Really.
I mean, it's like there's not much you can do to get better.
Let's see, who is it? Cooper. You got CeeDee Lamb.
And Michael Gallup.
Ah, yes, Gallup. I forgot about Gallup. I thought they had a fourth one too.
I think they added somebody in the draft, maybe, but I don't know who it is.
Okay, well, we'll find out later in the year.
It's not important.
And then, the rest of their offense, the O line is always beautiful there.
Elliott and Pollard are good in the running back room. I should remember who their tight end is. He got Blake Jarwin.
I'm glad you remembered it because I did not.
He got injured last year, but like I'm excited for him.
I mean,
I think he could be interesting with Prescott healthy.
If Prescott stays healthy, I could see them getting better than where we have them.
But I feel like 10-7 is perfectly fine for them.
I forget you had them at 10-7. I mean, that even might be an extra win too many.
Yeah, you're right. They did not do much to improve the defense in my mind.
If anything, I think the defense might be worse.
It's entirely possible.
And they've got a coach that worries me. That's another big thing. Because honestly, their offense is very good.
Yeah, no, that's the problem with the NFC for me is that they just got such high octane offenses that it's hard to decide.
Yeah, like there's just so many.
Yeah. But finally, so number 8, we're finally going to mention. I'm going to finally mention a NFC West team.
Oh, interesting. Are you going to mention the one that I have at 8 too?
Potentially.
Is there 2 numbers?
Yeah, it's no, it's not the 2 numbers. I actually have them making. These guys are just missing the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
It's the Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah.
The man who thinks the Cardinals are always going to win the Super Bowl has predicted the Cardinals to miss the playoffs.
It's just so competitive. Like the divisional matchups for them are just coin tosses, really.
Yeah.
And I think they're just going to get unlucky.
You're right.
They're 2-4. I have them going 2-4 in their division.
Because I mean, really, that's the reasoning as to why I have the person at 8 I do, because it could really go either way.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to come down to the last week between 3 of the 4 NFC West teams.
Yeah, so, like, it could easily flip. Like, I have the Seahawks. Spoiler, they're next on my list.
Spoiler, Seahawks are 7th on mine, too.
Yeah, so, and they're also at 10. Like, they're both at 10-7. Their defenses leave something to be desired. That's why I have the 49ers and the Rams ranked above them.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think that the 49ers can just outlast their offenses a little bit.
I mean, that's why I have the 49ers where they are, though, because though they can outlast a lot, they just really don't have the firepower, in my opinion. They've got a lot of pieces, though, so if we're having a depth battle, their offense is going to win. Like,
fair enough.
100%. If it comes down to who's got the freshest running back, yeah, San Francisco's going to win. But the problem is, I don't know what Jimmy G's doing. I don't really know what the quarterback situation is going to be.
It's going to be Jimmy G for like 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, and then they're going to throw in the other kid.
The one that Trey Lance.
Yes. We totally remembered his
Actually,
name.
I don't know. Jimmy G could go down. You know what? I'm going to say the same thing it's just going to be Jimmy G is that much. He just does not fit in Kyle Shanahan's offensive plan.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually going to be Trey Lance like week 4 at the latest.
I think it's going to be about mid-season. Jimmy G's going to go down.
If Kyle Shanahan could start a running back at every single position, he would.
Like if
he absolutely would.
If he had a running back that could throw, you're the starter.
Yeah.
Like Jalen Hurts is a 49er.
Oh, I bet he's so sad that they don't have Lamar Jackson.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would be perfect. Why didn't the 49ers trade for like one of the running quarterbacks? Like try to get one this or even last year they could have gotten Tua.
Well, they got Trey Lance.
Well, now they do, yeah.
That was their plan all along. So okay.
Anyway, so
the reason. So real quick, I just wanted to circle back to the Cardinals before we move
yes,
on.
go ahead with the Cardinals.
The reason I have them ranked so low is their offense. Like they're loaded in wide receivers and they have a great quarterback, but then they have okay running backs, and then they have like virtually no tight end.
I agree with the tight end 100%, mostly because I don't know who it is.
It's Max Williams. I had to look it up. I did not know who that was.
I think he used to be a Raven.
Sure.
But their running back room is interesting to me. I wish they would have kept Kenyon Drake. I think that would have been much better in the long term if they kept him.
Yeah, I agree.
But instead, they went and paid James Conner, which...
They ain't really paying that much.
Yeah, well, I mean, Connor's kind of a broken man because Pittsburgh did Pittsburgh things to him. So.
Yeah, Chase Edmonds is fine. He's just, I don't see him as a 3-down back.
Edmonds, to me, is perfect if you want to split the room.
They're saying, the coach, Kingsbury, that's his name. I can remember a few of the coaches. Says that he's like ready to be a 3-down back, but I don't believe him.
I also don't believe him. I think Edmonds is an every other down back, and that's why Kenyon Drake was so valuable there, because you could just swap him out whenever you wanted.
Perfectly. I agree with you totally. So who's your number 8?
Well, my number 8 was 49ers.
Oh, 49ers. Okay,
we're at 7.
So number 7, I mean, what else can we say about Russell Wilson? Like, he gets it done when he needs to.
Seahawks, they're
fine. Their defense is not great.
No, but they've got Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson. They're making the playoffs. Sorry if you disagree, but it's just the way the world rolls.
Yeah, it's going to be one of these teams is not going to make the playoffs. They can't all make it.
Yeah, although they almost did in mine.
They can try real hard. So we'll move on to the number 6, which I disagreed with you on a little bit. I said the Saints are gonna. So here's my theory on the Saints. They're really gonna go with Taysom Hill for the first half of the season.
Okay.
And then he's gonna get tired because he's old as shit. And so they just swap in Jameis Winston. They lose a few more games because Winston throws interceptions. And they just squeak in. I have them at 12-5. It's probably a little bit more like 10-7, but they still barely make it because they beat up on their division. Like I said it before, they have got 2 opponents that Sean Payton has their numbers and will call them constantly.
Okay, I do agree with that. See, Sean Payton falls in that category of coaches where I feel like under most circumstances, they're making the playoffs. It doesn't matter who you put in the quarterback.
Yeah. Also, they still have Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Those two, it's kind of like the Green Bay Packers situation. Those two alone could pull you to a fair amount of wins. No matter who your quarterback is, no matter how your defense is doing. Like, they've just got so much potential. Even with Jameis Winston playing, which I'm obviously a little biased against him. And surprise, surprise, I'm going to feature a tight end again. It's the year of the Mike. It's the year of the fish. It's Mike Trout's year. Mike Trout.
Yeah, it's their tight end.
His name's Mike Trout.
Yeah,
I thought that was a baseball player.
I'm pretty sure it's Mike Trout. Let me check again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. It is a baseball player. I'm sorry, listeners. I got excited, but his name does reference a fish. It's Adam Troutman.
Ah, yes. So there was a Trout there.
I was so excited about his name.
You just...
But yeah, Adam Troutman, I think he's an interesting tight end to look at.
Is he the starter?
Yeah. Oh, for Jared Cook's gone.
Well, I knew that.
He's at the...
Chargers.
Chargers, yeah.
Because he took Hunter Henry's spot.
Yeah.
But we'll get to the Chargers later on. As for my number 6, I've got the Cardinals.
Oh, it makes sense. We've talked about the Cardinals before.
Yeah, I mean, heavy on offense. Again, that whole division, you can just flip a coin on, and you could pick a different one each week.
For sure. So,
now,
hit me with your number 5 then, I guess.
Number 5, you were very low on this team. But I have them going a very solid 10-7. Behind their newest rookie,
Jordan Love.
Kyle Pitts.
No!
The Atlanta Falcons surprise a lot of people
Boo.
and make the playoffs.
Let me draft Kyle Pitts in the late rounds, damn it.
No, I refuse. But I do believe the Falcons have an offense that can pull it off if Mike Davis doesn't get tired. Because obviously we realized earlier I don't know who's after Mike Davis.
We saw that Ito Smith is the answer to that.
And I don't trust that.
Yep, nope. Unless they re-sign Todd Gurley. And then, no, I don't trust that either.
No, that arthritis is going to get you. That being said, their defense, obviously not the best, but I think there's just enough there to pull it off. It's not great, but I think they can make the playoffs.
They have a new offensive coordinator, so maybe I can see it.
I mean, there's potential there. I know I have them fairly high at the 5th, but that's mostly because of the division ranking, because I have them really getting the Saints and Panthers numbers.
Okay, yeah, we just disagree with how the matchups work. My number 5, we've already kind of talked about, the 49ers.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I'll hit you with my number 4.
Okay.
Which was a little bit controversial, I think. The Bears.
Oh. Whoa! I forgot you had them up there.
The Bears are just edging out the Packers.
Are you having Justin Fields start at the beginning of the year?
I mean, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Andy Dalton gets them 1 win, but they don't like it because it was terrible.
And it's Andy Dalton.
And then it's Fields all day. And mostly because Allen Robinson will demand it.
Yeah, he'll be like, what is this crap?
He's like, please, just give me the quarterback that's good. I need a quarterback that is good.
Well, the real quarterback, please stand up.
And it'll be Justin Fields.
Yes, absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
And so they're just sort of climbing to the top that is the trash heap of the NFC North that I have this year.
Yeah, I mean, if I was convinced Justin Fields was going to start early, I probably would agree with you in terms of how high you have them. But I got to see it first to believe it.
10-7. That's what I got.
Well, unfortunately, my number 4 is not that high. It is actually 8-1.
Oh, I think I know which one it is.
Who's that?
Is it the football team?
It is the football team. The Washington football team wins the NFC East.
Oh, perfect. That's my number 3. So we're pretty close. I have a much different record.
Oh, I'm sure, because you have them defeating a lot of good teams, if I recall.
12-5.
Oh, yeah, that's a little different.
Hey,
see, I have them really beating up their division.
Defense is so good.
It is, which is why I have them really beating up their division. And then, sneaking in a couple wins here and there. I think I had them beat the Chiefs once.
Yeah, that's bold. I didn't have that, but
defense wins titles.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I just really want to see Fitzpatrick in the playoffs too.
I do too.
He deserves it. He's been around for so long. He gave my team a little jolt that they needed. That may or may not have led to Brady coming. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe, but so I mean that's my number 3 too. They got such their offense is amazing. Yeah. There's nothing I don't.
Plus, they got Curtis Samuel now too.
Oh yeah, I mean Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel. I can't. There was another one, but he's not as important.
No,
Sims, I think is his name.
Yeah, Sims, and then they got a tight end that
Logan Thomas is
used
really
to be a
good.
quarterback, but he's good.
Their running back is they've got Antonio Gibson and then J.D. McKissick.
Is Peterson still there, or did he move on?
Peterson, I think, has moved on. Is he retired? I think he's retired.
Don't know.
He might still be a free agent. And then Ryan Fitzpatrick runs real hot and real cold.
Yeah, and if he starts getting cold, you got Taylor Heineke. He's actually a decent talent.
Okay, sure.
I said decent.
Prove it to me.
He almost beat the Bucks in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Did the defense help him a lot? Yes,
I'm willing to admit,
absolutely. But
you might be right because I was wrong about Taysom Hill. But moving on to that was my number 3. So what's your number 3?
Well, my number 3 is probably someone you'd expect.
I mean, hit me with it.
I'm gonna hit you because I think you have them ranked higher than this.
What? I only have 2 people left.
It's the Bucks.
The Bucks, number 3. Wow.
I know that's really low for me.
What is
I am
wow.
obviously the Bucks fan here.
I've not been paying attention. I don't know who your number 2 is.
My number 3 is the Bucks, and I have them going at a very crisp 11-6.
Oh wow, I have them much higher than that.
Well, again, my NFC in this reality is all really close outside of the Lions and Eagles. They're all really close.
Okay, yeah, because I have them at like 14-3.
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, they didn't change anything.
I know. That's why I think they're still going to do this. They know they're not going to get the number 1 seed because we'll get to that. But I think Brady kind of coasts towards the end of the year because they're going to go like 11-2 to start the year. So.
And get taken down by the football team in the playoffs.
No, we'll get to that. But yeah, I think I have him at a very consistent spot there. And, Brady gets to enjoy some time off. Blaine Gabbert can start a couple of games. It's okay. They're still going to get a high seed. It'll be fine. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have them at your number 2 by chance?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That is very much. They didn't change enough for me to really put them any lower.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
So who's your number 2 then? That's what I'm most curious. I think I know who your number 1 is, but who's your number 2?
Hold on. Who do you think my number 1 is?
The Rams.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, that's my number 1 too.
It's Stafford time all the time.
Stafford all the way. That's my pick for the season.
He deserves it. Give this man at least a championship game for the NFC. He deserves it.
I'm basically just a fan of the NFC West.
I noticed.
Can I just pick a division to be a fan of?
I don't think it works like that. But anyway, my number 2. This is going to surprise you, but this is also implying that a particular person's going to be playing this year.
Boo.
It's the Packers.
Fuck the Packers.
You
heard it right, you fucking cheeseheads, pieces of shit.
And we just got demonetized in the state of Wisconsin.
Hey, fuck Wisconsin.
Hey, Wisconsin.
Whole state needs a goddamn laxative.
Whoa! Listen, they have Road America, so I have to like them.
Oh, okay.
I like Road America. Anyway, Packers number 2. Aaron Rodgers, very solid season. I don't think they're going to go far in the playoffs, but that's where I got them.
All right, so are we going to do the AFC now?
Yeah, let's do the bottom in kind of a speed round up to the playoffs.
Yeah, because, fuck the AFC.
Okay.
I'll just list my bottom 5 real quick.
All right, same.
We'll
go back and forth.
As soon as Texans.
Texans.
We should have done that. Jaguars.
Jets.
Okay, yeah, I totally get that because Jets next for me.
Broncos next.
Oh, okay. I got Broncos at 13.
I've got Jaguars at 13.
And then the Patriots. That might be a little controversial.
I've got Raiders next.
Okay. Where do I have them? I have them at 10. So
at 11, I've got the Patriots.
Okay.
Who was your 11?
Steelers.
Steelers. That's interesting because my 10 is Steelers.
Okay, yeah.
Which means everyone from 10 down is
the same. All right,
yes.
I like that. So there's not much to talk about. So we just a quick run through. The Jets are improved a little bit because Zach Wilson is there.
Yeah, and Adam Gase is not.
Drew Lock still exists, and that's not good for anybody in the NFL. The Raiders, Derek Carr is broken.
I think Kenyon Drake wins them 6 games as opposed to anyone else.
Yeah, see, whoa, you're generous. I had them winning 5.
Oh, okay. I do say Mr. Newton gets a nice 7-win season.
Yeah, I think the Patriots improve. He's got tight ends now,
yeah,
I guess. And Aguilar is his wide receiver 1, probably.
Maybe. I don't know. They're crazy up there.
Texans are trash. Jaguars are barely not trash.
Now, hold on. Did you have the Texans winning any games?
No. Texans 0-16-1.
And 1?
Yep. Tying the game with the Jags.
Oh, you did that just because I mentioned it off air, didn't you?
Yep.
How kind of you.
Yeah, no. But I mean, it's possible. I think they're not winning a game this year. That is
possible,
my opinion.
not probable. I got them going 2-15, so.
I just don't know who's going to lose to them. Who's the problem?
I have them beating the Jets and the Jaguars. That's it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, yeah, and then the Jaguars, fuck Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
He can go. He should go back to school.
And then Steelers. I mean,
Big Ben is Big Ben.
Yeah,
he is
he's gonna win some games. I got him in 8 and 9. I mean,
5 and 12.
a little less generous on Ethan's part.
I was not nice to the AFC at all.
I see that, but I mean, Steelers they're missing a lot of pieces. Big Ben's old and broken. Sorry, Steelers fans. Najee Harris has potential to be a great star.
But there's no O-line.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No O-line. All right, so we've gotten through 10. So my number 9.
Yes.
The Dolphins.
That is also my number 9.
Wow. We're in such agreement. I have a feeling we're going to be pretty similar with this one.
The AFC is a lot different than the NFC.
Yep. I mean, I think I have them going 7 and 9.
I have them going 9 and 8.
Yeah, see, I think you could flip my record at any point. They've got an excellent they've got a decent all across the board wide receiver core.
They're like a B across the board on everything.
Yeah. Like Myles Gaskin and Salwan Ahmed, is that his name? Salvan? I don't know how to say it. Ahmed.
Yes. I don't actually know how to say his first name either. I feel like they picked up someone else in the offseason, but I can't remember who it was.
Will Fuller?
Well, they got Will Fuller, but I'm thinking running back room. I can't think of it right now.
Gesicki.
But, I mean, the rest of the team is very solid.
Tua will be fine.
Like I said, I think Tua's going to have a very good year. I said that in part 1. I still think it. Tua's got talent. He's got receivers now.
If he can't succeed this year, he's not going to succeed.
No, if he fails, it's on him at this point. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
So yeah, that's my number 9. Who's your number 9?
Oh yeah, I mean, Malcolm Brown. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, that's right, Malcolm Brown. Yeah, they got a B plus.
Yeah,
in the running back.
Anyway, back to my rankings here.
Yeah.
Number 9, I had the Dolphins too, but number 8, the last team out of the playoffs, just barely. I've got the Bengals.
Oh, wow.
Did you put the Bengals too?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have them at 8 and 8 and 8.
I have them at 9 and 8.
Wait, did I
think you missed a week.
I missed a week.
That's okay. It'll be all right.
It's not going to change anything because
opinions will still be here.
Yep.
That does mean that our AFC playoffs, though, are the exact same teams.
Pretty much.
No, pretty much they are. Because think about it. Our 8 and 9s were the same, and then 10 through 16s were all the same. So there's no shockers here on the AFC side at all. So if you want to go ahead and start at your number 7, feel free to.
Yeah, my number 7, the Titans. It's a little lower than some people might have them, but it's just the Colts are going to beat the heck out of them, in my opinion.
Well, that's interesting because I got the Colts at number 7.
Wow, really? Yeah? I don't know. The Colts defense is just phenomenal.
It is, which is why I think they're going to get to 7. Because I don't have faith in Carson Wentz to stay healthy the whole year. He'll miss at least 4 games, which is why I have them at 7. And I think at least one of those games will be against Tennessee, which is why they end up so low. But I also have Tennessee probably a bit higher than I should, to be honest. I don't know why. But I just do.
They got a good offense. I just don't think it's just one injury and there's a lot of problems. Because, if A.J. Brown goes down...
Yeah, but...
They don't even have Corey Davis anymore. I don't even know who the next guy up is.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be the same way with the Colts, though?
I think they're a little bit, so...
If Wentz goes down, who jumps in?
If Wentz... yeah, I mean...
If Hilton goes down, who's next?
Maybe they'll get Orlovsky to come back or something. Now, their wide receivers, I have faith in Campbell and...
Campbell and Pittman are good.
Pittman, yeah. They'll bring up the slack, and they still have Jack Doyle and Mo Alley Cox.
Yeah, their tight end room's actually pretty solid. Okay, I'll give them that. And their defense is stacked, so you don't really have to worry about that. Anyway, who is your number 6?
My number 6 is the Browns.
Ooh, interesting again because I am swapping with you.
What?
I'm going Ravens.
What? I think you're wrong. The Browns are good. Like, I love Baker Mayfield. I love Nick Chubb, and I like their wide receivers, except for Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
But
he doesn't count. Jarvis Landry is really just the one we need to look at.
Yeah,
because he's a beautiful man. He catches everything you throw at him.
yeah, and sometimes it's hard to catch some of Baker Mayfield's passes.
Yeah, he really doesn't make them easy. But I mean, the Browns are very solid. Like you said, Chubb and Kareem Hunt, even. Like, that's a good running back core. Their defense scares the hell out of me.
You know,
because they could.
We all saw Myles Garrett attempt to wear a suit at the draft. Yeah,
he was bursting out of it. It looked like you were trying to put a dress on the rock. Like, it's just a can of busted open biscuits.
Oh. Some technical difficulties.
Definitely not a phone call occurring.
Silence that and I'll text that person back.
You can answer it real quick. We'll just go to break. Sorry about those technical difficulties. We threw a commercial in there just in case, though, so hope you enjoyed it.
Buy those things.
Yes. They go on your arms.
Anyway, so we were back at, who are number...
we were talking about the Browns and the Ravens.
Yeah, see, I think this is Lamar Jackson's year. He's got Marquise Brown and Rashad Bateman now.
This is true. However, at the same time, I'm just thinking the Browns, they just got more firepower.
Yeah, I guess. But, man, Lamar Jackson's legs.
Yeah, I mean, you could really interchange either of these teams.
So, just for, as a note, stat that I have been rolling around in my head, from, I think, week 10 on last season, Lamar Jackson was the quarterback 2.
Oh.
Just saying. Like, he was really good at the end of last season.
Yeah, I mean...
That's, let's not forget that this dude was really good 2 seasons ago. He had kind of an off year, but, I think, as I've heard some fantasy analysts put it, he's in for some positive regression.
Positive regression.
Don't understand that phrase. It makes no sense to me at all. But it's a phrase. It's basically like he's going to progress in his stats. But it's positive regression. I don't understand it.
That's so weird. But anyway, before my brain gets fried by that thought, who do you have at number 5? Wait, I bet it's the same as me. You want to say it on 3?
Okay, go for it.
1, 2, 3.
Chargers. Yay! Yes! I wanted them to be number 1 so bad, but my brain was telling me no.
I respected your decision to have them compete with the Chiefs, but
I have them losing 1 game to the Chiefs.
And that's really what's doing. Wait, what's their record in yours?
14-3?
Oh, okay, that's a bit better than mine.
Okay,
12-5.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
But I mean, they're a good team, though.
Yeah,
their defense is finally getting better.
Bosa's back this year.
Yeah, the offense just looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Eckler's finally coming into his own. If they can get a nice maybe second running back and get some good production out of Cook.
Kelly's there.
That's true. Kelly is there. If he could, make that next step, and if Jared Cook can provide a good tight end, I could even see him getting higher than this. But I got to see that first before I believe it. Herbert's great, though.
Yeah, I'm excited about Herbert.
He really needs to figure out his hair situation, though.
I hope he doesn't look like young Anakin again.
That was just terrifying.
But yeah, so I guess that leaves my number 4 was the Colts.
I got the Bills.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have them at number 2.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about Josh Allen this year.
I mean,
it's going to be 1 more year. Him and Diggs have 1 year of experience with each other now, and I think it can only get better.
I mean, can't get worse.
Yeah, it really can't.
I mean, my 4, 3, and 2 all have the same records, though.
Yeah. The 13-4.
12-5.
Okay, a little bit more competitive than me. Yeah, I got Ravens at 3. I think Lamar Jackson is going to rock out this year. And, okay, one more thing I got to bring up about the Ravens is J.K. Dobbins.
He has the potential to be an all-star, but I need to see it first before I can put them at 3.
He was really good last year. I don't have the stats at the top of my head, but he was pretty good last year at the end of the season. Like the last 4 or 5 games.
Like, he was very good, don't get me wrong, but he also had Mark Ingram kind of taking some of the load off, too.
Not really. Not really.
1 or 2 here and there.
Mark Ingram was a ghost last year.
He appeared on 3rd downs. It counts. He just didn't play the rest of the downs.
But yeah, I think that's the improvement for me is that the Ravens were so good last year, and now they have a running back and another good wide receiver.
I mean, receiver is really the big thing that I see for them being the improvement.
And I think Boykin was a rookie last year, right?
I have no idea. It feels like he's been there for 4 years, but I don't know.
I thought he was a rookie last year, and he could improve in year 2.
He was either there for 4 years or 1 year. I really don't know. It's one of those weird anomalies where you're like, did Anquan Bolden sit around there for 5 years? And then you're like, oh yeah, I guess he did. Never knew it. I've got the Brown.
He's been there for 3 years, so we were...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
in between.
Yeah, third-year wide receiver. He could improve.
Yeah, he's got potential.
All right, so we'll have...
I've got the Browns at 3, so we've already talked about them. Their defense is really why.
So who do you have at number 2, then?
I've actually got the Titans at number 2.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I know that it's a bit higher than most people have them, but I really think Derrick Henry's going to go off this year.
Again.
Like, he's going to break some freaking records.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Like, they don't even need Ryan Tannehill other than to hand the ball to Derrick Henry.
I mean, A.J. Brown's there. I think A.J. Brown's going to, like, there's just no one else.
Yeah, I mean...
Who you throwing to?
Corey Davis is gone.
Adam Fusker's their tight end now.
I don't know, because Jonnu left. But Adam Humphries is there. I guess
Humphries.
He could do something. But I just really have faith in the running back and the defense more than anything. And I think that's what's going to get them there. The fact that they get to play Houston twice a year kind of helps with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, I mean, it helps the Colts, too. And then they also both get to play the Jaguars twice, which I don't think Trevor Lawrence is ready for either of those teams yet.
Yeah, their tight end is Fursker. Oh, Josh Reynolds.
Oh, that's another former Ram.
Yeah, there we go. Josh
The Rams are just getting across the board everywhere.
Yeah, so A.J. Brown's going to get, like, 98% of the targets.
And then Reynolds will get the others.
No, Derrick Henry will get the others.
Oh. No, Reynolds will get 1%.
Okay.
But anyway.
And our number 1, surprise, is Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Yay.
Color me shocked.
What? The Chiefs are good.
Let's figure out our records for the Chiefs, though.
Okay.
What do you have them at?
Probably the more generous than you. 15-2.
Oh, that's what I have them at.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were, like, basically would have been last year.
Yeah. I mean, I had the Chargers beating them once, and I think I had the Washington football team beating them, and that's it.
I don't remember who the other lost. I think they might have lost to they lost to the Raiders, it looks like.
Okay, well, that's all right. You ready for playoff time, though?
Yeah, playoff time.
Yeah.
There's the controversy.
Okay, so let's look at your AFC 4 and 5 matchup.
Okay.
So for me, it'd be the Bills versus the Chargers.
All right, for me, it's the Colts versus the Chargers, and I take the Colts.
Really?
Right away. I mean, the defense is just too good, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I don't think I mean, the Chargers have a good offense, but defense. The Colts are at home, and defense wins championships.
That is true, and also the home games are why I picked the Bills. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chargers, but you lose in both scenarios.
And I'm gonna be a homer again.
Okay.
And pick the Ravens versus the Browns for my next matchup.
Oh,
3-6.
You're 3-6.
Yeah.
Now I've also got the Ravens versus the Browns, but I'm going Browns, but they're home.
Yeah,
so we both have the same thought.
Same thought. They're pretty similar teams in my opinion, but I just got to give it to the Ravens. And then I'm going to go with my 2-7 matchup is the Bills versus the Titans, and smashing the Bills on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that completely. My 2-7 are the Colts and the Titans, which I think would be a really good matchup.
Oh, for sure. That'd be an exciting game.
I have the Titans moving on. Again, Derrick Henry is God.
Yeah, Derrick Henry is very good at the running.
No,
so,
you put one too many O's in that. God. That's what he is.
So let's move on over to the NFC, though.
NFC. So let's look at our 6-3 matchups.
6-3. I have the Saints versus the football team.
I'm interested to see who wins
football team! Fuck you, Sean Payton. You weren't ready for Chase Young.
That would be a really fun game to watch, though.
It will. Taysom Hill's going to be scrambling all over the place with his old-ass legs.
All right, so...
And Ryan Fitzpatrick is just going to be there in just a Hawaiian shirt, no pads.
He's not even going to play. He's just going to make Heineke play. He's like,
he's going to play in his one playoff game that he wins.
Okay. And then he retires, right?
For sure, immediately.
He doesn't even play the next one.
And then I got a tough matchup for my 4 and 5 teams.
Okay, who do you have there?
Bears versus the 49ers.
That's a tough thought.
Yeah?
Because, I mean, the 49ers have probably the most balanced offense I've seen outside of quarterback position.
But...
And then the Bears have the most balanced defense of any team.
The problem is that they also have the most injury-prone offense.
That's true, and the Bears also have the most injury-prone offense.
I'm going the Bears because they're at home. And it's cold. And the little Californians can't handle the cold.
Yeah, I get that. And
it's definitely a toss-up.
His career.
It's definitely a toss-up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bears for that one.
Okay, interesting. Happy for Bears fans. They get to see a playoff win for the first time without Grossman being involved. Or Cutler. Ugh. Anyway, who's your 7-2?
That'd be the Bucks versus the Seahawks, and smashing the Bucks.
All right, I figured that.
Like, I'm not even messing around with it. There's not much to discuss.
No doubt in the mind. So,
all right, so now for
I'll hit through my NFC real quick. As a Bucks fan, I'm a little biased in the 6-3 matchup. So sorry, Cardinals fans. Bucks are moving on. Falcons and Washington football team is my next matchup. You're not gonna like what I say. I have the Falcons moving on.
Boo! What? Beating who?
The Washington football team.
Boo!
Kyle Pitts to the moon!
Let Fitzpatrick have this. Damn it.
I refuse.
Matt Ryan's had his chance in the sun.
Well, it's okay.
He's squandered it in the Super Bowl.
He's going to burn up next round. It'll be fine. And then I have my 7-2 matchup, which is the Seahawks and Packers. Just for you, fuck the Packers.
Yeah, no.
Seahawks. Beat
Go
the
Hawks.
Packers.
For sure.
All right, round 2, NFC. What you got?
Oh, okay. We'll start with the controversy. I'll start with the obvious one. Rams versus Bears. Rams.
Yeah,
all the way.
Sorry, Bears. You can't compete with that.
But then...
Oh, I don't like where this is going. I just realized what the matchup is.
Bucks.
And the Washington football team.
Washington football team, baby. Fitzmagic all the way to the Super Bowl.
Wait, do you have them beating the Bucks?
No, I do have them beating the Bucks. Defense wins championships.
Have you seen the Bucks defense?
Have you seen the football team's
You almost
defense?
said what they used to be called, didn't you?
No, I almost said 49ers for some reason.
Oh. 49ers don't have that good of a D, sorry.
No. I mean, Tom Brady will falter.
I don't
Tom
think
Brady will falter. He will fall to the Fitzmagic.
Whatever. I'll tell you what, though. Of all the teams that I'd be okay with beating the Bucks, that is probably on the top of the list. Because if Fitzpatrick beats the Bucks, I could live with that.
Yeah,
I really could.
I don't have them going to the Super Bowl. Surprise, everyone. there is an end to this fairy tale, and it can't be good.
Okay, well, let me hit my second round of the NFC here. Bucks and Falcons.
Okay. I mean...
Shocking news bulletin. Bucks win.
Yeah, no, what?
Shocker, I know.
The Bucks are just laughing their asses off because that's who they have to face in the playoffs.
They're like, wait, the Falcons are still here?
Are we sure this isn't rigged? Tom Brady, did you bribe them again?
Why are all Matt Ryan's footballs flat?
All right, now, just because we don't have enough controversy, let's go over to the AFC.
Oh, hold on, I got one more in the AFC.
Oh, you got one more? Oh, sorry, I got excited.
I mean, it's okay. AFC is going to be fun here in a minute. Seahawks versus Rams. Shocker to everyone. Stafford moves on. AFC, though. Let's get crazy. Shall we?
I will. All right. You know what? It's probably going to be unpopular with a lot of people.
Oh, no. I see
Both of my picks.
Oh, no.
Ravens versus Bills.
Okay.
I'm going with the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson can have like that little special sauce and finally win that, like, start winning those playoff games because they say he can't. But I think he could get it this year.
See, this is interesting.
Their defense has improved enough for me to think that it's possible.
See, when we were talking earlier, I really thought you were going to take the Bills over the Ravens.
Yeah, that's true, but I changed my mind.
Oh, this is interesting.
Things
have changed.
I thought about who I like better as the running quarterback, and it's Lamar Jackson.
For now, I could understand that. Josh Allen's got some improvement that he needs to match to get to Lamar Jackson, but once he gets there, I think it could swing the other way.
Yeah, and so now for the really controversial one. You won't like it? You'll disagree a lot?
Wait, hold on.
The Chiefs versus the Colts.
Do you have the Colts beating the Chiefs?
I'll say it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. Defense wins championships.
They won a championship.
And they're going to win another one.
So you have the Colts beating the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Good Lord. So wait, you have Carson Wentz going to the AFC Championship game.
I never said it was Carson Wentz.
Who else is going to be
I don't know.
there?
Who knows?
Jacob Eason?
Maybe they trade for Deshaun Watson.
Ugh. Gross.
He's not getting deposed until 2022.
Whatever.
But anyway, yeah, the Colts are going to beat the Chiefs. Defense wins championships.
Oh, Lord.
And the Colts have probably at least the top 3 defense. In fact, I have all my top 3 defenses in the playoffs right now. Still in the playoffs.
Actually, you know what? 3 of my top 4 defenses are going to be what's left in the final 4.
Yeah, there we go.
Although I do have a difference in opinion on the AFC.
Yes.
So I've got Chiefs and Bills playing each other. Could go either way. I'm going Chiefs. Sorry, I have to be the newspaper that tells you the facts here. Not the defense wins championships.
It's
you know what wins championships? Patrick Mahomes. That's what wins championships.
Well, he didn't win it last year.
He's not winning it this year. Sorry, spoiler. I also have, for you, I've got a defense moving on here. Because Titans versus Browns, which the Browns probably giddy with joy about this. Because they get to face the Titans. Literally, you just take out Derrick Henry and you're fine.
Yeah.
So, Browns move on.
Okay.
Browns in the AFC Championship game.
Wow. All right. What a time to be alive.
So, my final 4 here. Chiefs, Browns, Bucks, Rams.
Okay.
If you saw this in 2005, you'd think I was high.
Yeah, you're right. My final 4 would be Colts, Ravens.
Okay, so that feels like 2005.
And then football team Rams.
That feels like you're high again.
So yeah, and we'll just discuss the obvious, the Cinderella story of the football team ends here.
Okay.
Sorry, the Rams are too good of an offense combined with being a really good defense.
So you have Stafford moving on.
I have Stafford moving on.
I'm starting to think maybe you're just a Stafford fan.
I mean, he
does deserve it, though.
He's a cool dude. He's awesome.
Like, he put up with the Lions for so long.
He did.
Like, how are you still a man at this point?
Fuck the Ford family. They suck.
They never gave him an offensive line.
All right, but hey, and so I think the Colts are going to have an excellent run defense, though.
Please tell me you're not saying what you're thinking. No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm going to go with the Ravens
for
the
thank
Super
God.
Bowl because
Okay.
I want Lamar Jackson to have a Super Bowl.
Okay. Does this mean the Ravens are winning?
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
You haven't even finished your picks. You told me you did.
I
liar.
accidentally redid them.
Whatever.
I didn't mean to.
All
so
right.
I went with it.
Well, my NFC, I've got Bucks, Rams.
Boo.
I really wish I could go Rams because
the Rams.
I like Stafford, but
The Rams.
they brought back everyone and added Gio Bernard,
But the Rams.
and they're my team. But
I made the football team lose. Look at what I did to the Lions.
listen, you've already mentioned that you don't want the Lions anymore.
Fuck the Ford family.
They're your redheaded stepchild now.
No, it's Andy Dalton.
Oh, gross. Anyway, I got Bucks moving on.
Boo.
Surprise.
So boring.
I know, it's just a repeat of last year, whatever.
Why do Chiefs versus Bucks? What?
Yeah, Chiefs versus Bucks. I'll give you a hint, too. There's the same result.
Boo.
Bucks get
boring.
3 Super Bowls, 3 wins. Bucks.
Boo. All right, yeah.
Send me to hell. I don't care.
I'm smashing the Rams. Defense wins championship.
Both the teams in your title game have defenses, though.
Yeah, but the Rams defense is better. Aaron Donald.
That's okay. Yeah. If there's one man I don't want to screw with,
What do they got? Marcus Peters? Is that the one? Is that the main guy on the Ravens D?
I think on Ravens D, yes, Marcus Peters. On Rams, they've got Jalen Ramsey, who's gonna slide.
Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. Thank you very much.
Fuck, I might have to change some stuff.
Rams. Stafford gets he's Peyton Manning, like when Peyton Manning went to the Broncos.
Okay,
Because the Colts could only manage to provide Manning 1 ring when it should have been
at least 3.
yeah, at least 3.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one team that I could see beating the Bucks, it's the Rams. 100%.
LI.
Yeah, it is LA too. LA's got a bigger market than Tampa. Maybe they're gonna rig it against them. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it is
Ooh, yeah.
Tom Brady though, so
Ravens and the Rams. Lamar Jackson is a marquee name right now.
yeah.
Everybody loves Lamar Jackson or loves to hate him.
But Stafford.
Stafford, yes. So that's why I have the Rams winning the Super Bowl, going all the way.
I mean, grace their show on turf in LA now.
No.
Well,
And then, yeah, you have your boring Super Bowl repeat of last year. Boo, boo.
I think it'll be closer than last year. Does that help?
No.
Think
Still
it'll
boring.
Be like 27-23, maybe.
Go home, Tom Brady. You're drunk.
Yeah, probably. But one more Super Bowl for Tampa, and I'll let you live. Yeah, I won't hate you forever anymore.
Now, who's going to be the most right? Well, probably not me, but that's okay. I'm confident that I am right. So, Rams all the way.
See, I'm taking a big risk of just repeating. So.
Yeah, that's very statistically unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, it is Tom Brady, though, which is the only statistic that is likely of repeating.
You're right. He has done it 7 times, and I feel like he could do it an 8th time.
He's still got 3 more fingers he's got to fill up.
Yep, you're right. And he doesn't seem to be slowing down.
I wish he was, but at least he's on my team when he's not, so I'm okay with that now. I've come to terms with it. I've got my JPP jersey, so I can just remember that there's other people that aren't named Brady on the team.
Remember when you guys had Fitzmagic and you squandered him?
We didn't squander him.
Jameis
We
Winston.
started him over Jameis Winston because
Until
Winston
you
sucks.
didn't.
Well, that's because the higher ups wanted Winston.
That was dumb.
It was dumb. We probably would have made the playoffs with Fitzpatrick.
It's the same thing with the Dolphins last year too. They probably, if they just stuck with Fitzpatrick the whole way through, they probably would have made the playoffs.
Yeah, and then everyone's got to start the young kid.
Yeah, but we got to develop our guy. Hey, Ryan Truex is running. I didn't know you had a brother. Anyway, yeah, that's enough about football. We've talked about that for hours now.
Yeah.
So this will come out in probably 2 to 3 parts.
Yeah, I mean...
Congratulations,
Yeah.
you made it to the end of us rambling about the football.
Yeah, this may or may not be the last football podcast until Ethan starts getting into the fantasy football podcast, which we're going to give him his own segment for.
Wow.
You get one every day you want it, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Doing like 5 leagues this year.
Holy
I mean, one of them won't be that hard.
I sure hope you're not talking about ours.
What? No, I've got plans. I have plans that I cannot announce yet.
He's told me off screen it's terrifying. And it actually could work.
It's the year of a different position. Anyway, moving on. That's our podcast. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon thingy.
Yeah. Tell us what teams you think are going to win, what we're wrong about, because it's probably everything.
Whisper your reviews into the lacings of a football and kick it through a field goal through a field goal post at Arrowhead Stadium. We might hear it. We won't.
No. But we can still let you dream.
Yeah.
Dream your